Hello, I'm going to show you how to put a graph into your special skill challenge project. So when you get to this page, there's this graph. It's a nonsense graph. It's meant to be replaced by something that shows what you have done. So it is based on the slide before it, where you figured out how much time that you spend during a week, month, and a year, and in your life even. But how do you make that look like a graph? So here's how you do it. The key is to use Google Sheets. So Sheets is right here. It's the little green one. Open Google Sheets. You can always do a brand new sheet by doing a blank one. I have started one called Scale Minutes, so I'll open that up. So I was basing my skill on guitar, and I was saying if I did 20 minutes, I would be 20 minutes in a day, 5 days a week, because probably not going to do every day, at least I don't. That'd be 100. I could do 4 weeks in a month, and I could do 12 months in a year. So I just had to put in all my data. Of course, you will put your data in yourself. It is important, though, that I labeled everything, that this says minutes and this says over here that I'm talking about my guitar minutes. So to make this a graph, first you have to select all the things that you want in your graph, and I do want the labels. And then I go to this, insert chart, and it will make me a graph. And you see all my labels are still there. This tells me that these numbers mean minutes. Okay, this tells me minutes per day, week, year. My 4,800 per year, it's between 4,000 and 5,000, so 4,800. That all makes sense. Now I did notice that because it had to be a scale that would show almost 5,000 minutes, that my minutes per day is almost nothing. So I could maybe make this graph look more interesting or more how I want it by not including the year in my graph. I just didn't highlight the year part. Let's make the graph again. Hey, look, it gave me a pie chart. That is another feature of this. Over here, chart type, like this is the pie chart. I can go back to what I had before. There's the vertical bar graph, and now I can see, it's easier to tell that I actually did something on a day. But there's lots of other choices. I could make it go sideways if I like that better. I could also do a line graph instead of bars. So you have lots of choices. One other neat thing about a graph is sometimes graphs are nice if they will compare something. So I was thinking, what if instead of 20 minutes a day, I did 30 minutes a day? So I did the math for 30 minutes a day. And I'll, put that up there. It does need to be right next to it, but I can include more than one thing in my graph. So if I did 30 minutes a day instead of 20, and then it adds up to more and more and more, I'll do this, and I will make a new chart. And now it's got the two bars comparing. The blue is what I'm actually doing, and if I did a little bit more, it seems like just a little bit more, 10 minutes a day, but it does add up until I'm doing an extra 200 more minutes a month. It's kind of a lot, so it's kind of neat to show that. So the reason I made this was to put it in my slideshow. So here's how I get it in the slideshow. I click this so that the blue dots are around it, and then I copy it, which you can get in Edit, right? You can copy it, or you can do Control-C. And then I'm going to go back to this graph, and I want this graph to go away. So I'm going to drag from the corner and select everything and delete it. Now I can paste, which is up in Edit again. I'm going to paste it unlinked. Click Paste, and there you go. There is your graph right there. And look, I've kind of got some room. Maybe I'll change this graph to something else. Maybe I'll do the line graphs. Paste on link, paste. I can put them both in there. So that is how you put a graph in your slideshow. The last thing about this is that this one, I was not able to put it into the assignment with a direct copy for you. So for you to change it, you will have to go to make a copy, okay? Because you'll just have viewing privileges, not editing. So you make a copy and then you'll have one of your own, okay? Should put your name there and then you can use it, change it, and make your own graph. All right, there you go. Hope you have fun making your graph.